Hello students, welcome to the fifth lecture on the lecture series on relationship between numbers. So what we have previously learned is we have learned all the concepts that are involved in this topic. Okay, what are patterns, what are sequences, different type of sequences, arithmetic progression, geometric progression, harmonic progressions. Okay, what are prime numbers, what are composite numbers. We have all learned all those things. Okay, and we also learned the type of questions that are being asked in the exams, and we have also done exercises on those kind of problems. Okay, so what we will do next is we will do some previously asked questions in the exams, okay, on various competitive exams. So let's see. So what the problem one asks us is there are 4 terms in an AP. Okay, so here the sequence is an AP, okay, arithmetic progression. Okay, and there are 4 terms. Okay, so given that the sum of two means is 110 and product of their extremes are 2125. So let's assume a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d as the AP. Okay, so this is AP. Since difference is 2d and these two differences 2d and these two differences 2d, so we have sufficient conditions to assume that this sequence given here is an AP. Okay, so given that the sum of two means, okay, so sum of two means is 110, so 110 is actually equal to a minus d plus a plus d. Okay, so this is equal to 2a. Okay, so 2a is equal to this, so this implies that a is equal to 110 by 2, that is actually eventually equal to 55. So we have now evaluated a. What is a? Is the a minus a is the first term in the AP in general, in the general form, but here a minus d 2d is first term, first term. Okay, so in order to evaluate the first term, what we need to do is evaluate d. What d is? Okay, so we are given that the product of their extreme is 2125. So here what we have evaluated is 2a is equal to 110. This implies a is equal to 55. So a minus 3d into a plus 3d is actually equal to this. So this implies that a square minus 9d square, okay, is actually equal to 2125. How I written this down is because a minus b into a plus b is actually equal to a square minus b square. We have already learned these things in 6th, 7th class. Okay, so this is what we have got. So what we have already have is 55 square. Okay, a square is equal to 55 square. So this implies that 9d square can be written down as 55 square minus 2125. Okay, so this is what we have right now. So d square is nothing but 55 square minus 2125 whole by 9. Okay, and let's see. So this is what we have already got, and this is what. So 55 square is 3025. So 90 square is equal to 3025 minus 2125. So this is nothing but 900. Okay, so this implies that d square is nothing but 900 by 9, that is 100. Okay, so a is 55, d is 10. Okay, so the series would be 25, 45, 65, 85. This is equal to a minus 3d, a minus d, This is a plus d. This is a plus 3d. Okay. So the third term will be 65. This is the final answer. So the second problem asks us that what is the next term of the given sequence or series. Okay. So the given series is, it starts with -1, -1. Okay. The second digit is, or the second part of the series is 6. The third term is 25. Then the fourth term is 62. And the fifth term is 123. And then what we have is 214. And it asks us what next is to come. Okay. So what I can see out from here is, if we take 1 square minus 2, what we are left with is -1. If we take 2 square, no, 1 cube minus 2. So 2 cube minus 2 is equal to 6. This is 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. Okay. So 3 cube minus 2. So this is 25. So 27 minus 2 is equal to 25. So then what we have is 4 cube, that is minus 2. So this is equal to 64 minus 2 is equal to 62. Okay. So the sequence that I can figure out from here is, actually the general form would be n cube minus 2 for Tn, term n. Okay. So for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. For the seventh term, T7 will be equal to 7 cube minus 2. So it will be equal to 7 cube is equal to 343. Okay. 7 cube is equal to 343. So this implies that 7 cube minus 2 is equal to 341. So let's see at the problem 3. So if x is equal to √3 minus √2 whole by √3 plus √2, and y is equal to √3 plus √2 whole by √3 minus √2, then what we need to evaluate is, we need to evaluate the value of x cube plus y cube. So let's simplify these x and y term given to us. Okay. So there are many square roots involved in the x term and y term. So let's try to remove the square root part from the denominator first. Okay. So how will we do this? So we are given in the denominator for x. Okay. Let's start for x first. Okay. So we are given that x is equal to nothing but √3 minus √2 whole by √3 plus square root of 2. So how to remove square root from the denominator? So what we will do is, we already know the formula, right? A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Okay. So if we multiply √3 minus √2 in the denominator. Okay. And then we will also have to multiply the same with the numerator. Okay. In order to equalize these two things. So √3 minus √2 into √3 minus √2. Okay. So what we are left with is √3 minus √2's whole square, and then in the denominator 3 minus 2. As √3's whole square is equal to 3 and √2's whole square is equal to 2. So this is nothing but 3 plus 2 minus 6 √6 into 2. Okay. Whole by 1. Okay. We can do the same for y and also evaluate further. Okay. So let's see. So here you can see they have done the same thing, and what they are left with is 5 minus 2 √6. Okay. So here if we simplify this thing, it is 5 minus 2 √6. We have got the same answer here. Okay. So let's do the same for the y. Okay. So for y, what we are left with is this. Okay. And let's add x plus y. You will learn why we are taking x plus y, but we are given to evaluate x cube plus y cube, right? We'll know very soon. Okay. So just let's let's first evaluate x plus y. So this is 5 minus 2 root 6 and 5 plus 2 root 6. So these two terms can be removed, right? So this is equal to 10. So x plus y is nothing but 10. This is equal to x plus y. And xy is nothing but 5 minus 2 root 6. Again, we use the formula a plus b into a minus b. So what it is equal to is a square minus b square. Okay. So here a square minus b square. So 5 square is equal to 25 and 2 root 6 whole square is equal to 4 into 6. That is 24. So what we are left with is 1. So xy is nothing but 1. Okay. And x plus y is 10. Okay. So now what we already know is x plus y's whole cube is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. Okay, this formula is what we know. So if we manipulate these two things here, like swap the two sides for these terms. Okay, so this implies that x cube plus y cube is equal to cube. Okay, so x cube plus y cube is equal to x plus y whole cube. This is a negative thing. Okay, negative positive 3xy into x plus y. Okay, so if we manipulate further, x cube plus y cube is equal to x plus y's whole cube minus 3xy into x plus y. So you can see the same thing right here. Okay, then we know already x plus y, right? So that is 10. So 3xy is equal to 1, xy is equal to 1. So 3xy is equal to 3. 3 into 10 is equal to 30. So this is what we are left with. So this is the final answer. So another question is on AP. We can see here the problem number 4. So what it asks us is the first term of an AP is 22 and the last term is minus 11. So the sum is nothing but 66. So it tells us to find out the terms in the sequence. Okay, so number of terms in the sequence. Okay, so let's see. So we already know that the sum of AP is given by this formula. Okay, here A is the L is the last term. Okay, so 66 is nothing but n by 2 into 22 minus 11. So n by 2 into 11. So that is equal to n is equal to what? This implies that n is equal to 66 by 11 into 2. So 6 into 2, that is 12. Okay, so this is the answer. So what problem 5 asks us is, in a week, okay, in a week, the weights of a bag of tea were 350 kg, 340 kg, 320, 360, 310 and 300 kg. So the range in kg is, so what range is? Okay, range is nothing but whenever you are given a sequence, let's say A, B, C, D, E. Okay, this is just a basic sequence and they don't have right now proper values. These are just characters. But let's say these are actually constant and they have some values. Okay, if I try to compare any two terms in the sequence, I can compare. Like if I try to compare A and C, either there will be equal to sign, less than sign, or a greater than sign. Okay, so this is how these are connected. Okay, let's assume these things. So if this is a given sequence, okay, which have values, okay, then what is the range of the sequence is? Range is equal to maximum value term minus minimum value. Okay, so here the maximum value term is, what I can see is 360. Okay, and the minimum value is 270. Okay, is there anything less than 270? No. Anything bigger than 360? No. So the range is equal to, so this is 90. Okay, Okay, the highest weight minus the lowest weight, that is 360 minus 270 is equal to 90. So let's discuss problem number 6. So what it asks us is that the fourth proportional to the number 5, 6 and 8 is, okay, given that 5 by 6 is equal to actually 8 by, sorry, 8 by x. Given 5 is to 6, what we need to evaluate is what 8 is to is. Okay, so this is nothing but x is equal to 8 into 6 by 5. Okay, so 8 into 6 is equal to what? 48 by 5. So given 5, 48, so 5 into 9, 45. Okay, so this will be 3. Okay, so if we put a decimal point here, so 30, right? 5 into 6, this is 0. So 9.6 is the answer. Answer is 9.6. Okay, so 5 by 6 is equal to 8 by x. X is equal to 8 into 6 whole by 5. So x is equal to 9.6. Okay, the sum of the series. Okay, the problem number 7 asks us to evaluate the sum of the series. So the given series is 0 0.6, 0.06, 0.006. Okay, it just decreases and decreases and decreases. Okay, so let's see. So what this thing will be equal to is 1.6, and then 1.6 plus 0.06. This implies 1.66. So you can see the number pattern here. The next will be 1.666 and the next will be 1.6666. Okay, so this will be eventually what? Since this is not finite, it will be eventually 1.6 bar. You all know 1.6 bar is. What 1.6 bar is? This is nothing but 1.6666 dot 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 and so on. Okay, so this is okay. You can see it here. The answer is written down here, and in mixed form, this will be this 1 whole and 2 by third. Okay, so what problem number 8 asks us to do is evaluate the square of natural numbers up to number 10. Okay, you can do it this manually, but you all know that is the dumbest way to evaluate this. Okay, since we have already a formula, that is s n square is equal to n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole by 6. Okay, okay, another n is also there. Okay, n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole by 6. So if you do this, so 10 into 10 plus 1 is equal to 11 into 2n, so 20 plus 1 is equal to 21 by 6. So this is 2, 7. So this is equal to 5. Okay, 7 into 5 is equal to 35 into 11. So this is nothing but 350 plus 35. That is nothing but 385. Okay, so 385 is the answer. So final answer. So let's discuss problem number 9. So the least among these fractions. Okay, what we need to do is we need to evaluate the decimals here, though the decimal parts of all these fractions. Okay, the decimal forms. So for this, what we have is here we have 16 and here you have 15. So let's put a decimal point down here. So 0 point. Okay, so this is 9 is equal to 144 and there you have 6. Okay, let's put another 0 there and put a 0 here. So 16 into 3 is 48. Okay, so there you have 12. So let's put another 0 here. Okay, so what we are left with is 5, 6, I guess. Okay, 6. So what it will be equal to is 96. Okay, so what you are left with is 24. Okay, so but what you can see from here is this is actually approximately equal to 0.94. Actually this is less than 0.94, right? So the first thing is 15 by 16 is less than 0.94, and let's see what 19 by 20 is. So what you have is here 20, what you have there is 1 19. Okay, so we put a decimal point here and here. Okay, put a 0 there, and we know that 20 into 9 is equal to 180. So if we negative this thing, so 10, so put another 0 here and put another 0 here, and this is something like this. So the remainder becomes 0. So this is actually equal to 0.95. This is less than 0.94. So what we can say from here is 15 by 16 is actually less than 19 by 20. Okay, so let's evaluate 24 by 25. Okay, so 24 by 25. 25 is here, 24 is here. Let's put a decimal point and 0 here. Put a 0 there. Okay, so what we can see from here is 25 into 8 to 9. Okay, is equal to 2 to 5 to 15. 0. Okay, put another 0 here and take it down here. So 25 into 6 is equal to 150. So we have a remainder of 0. So the value in decimal form will be 0.96. This is 0.96. So what we can further do here is this is less than 24 by 25. Okay, let's evaluate 34 by 35. So if we do the division here, that is 35 and 34 down here. So let's put a decimal point there. Okay, and decimal point up there. So 35 into 9 is actually equal to 315. Okay, so what you are left with is 25. Okay, so if we put another 0 here, then we get a 0 here. So 3 into 7, 35 into 7. So 35 into 7 is 210 plus 5 into 7, 35. So 245. 245. Okay, 7. Okay, so this is 0. So 0.97. So this value is 0.97. So what we can also tell is this is less than 34 by 35. So let's see the solution. So the final solution will be, okay, the least will be this. Okay, because there is actually, these are related like this. Okay, so this is the least one. So in problem number 10, what we are given is 9 root x is equal to root 12 plus 147. So what we do is, let's factorize, prime factorize these things. Okay, so this is equal to root 12. So 3 into 2 square plus 147, right? 147. So this will be equal to 27. Okay, 147. Okay, so this is 3 into 7 cross 7. So this will be further equal to what? 2 root 3 plus 7 root 3. So this will be equal to 9 root 3. So this implies that 9 root x is equal to 9 root 3. So the root x must be equal to root 3. So x must be equal to 3. Okay, answer. Given this thing right here. Okay, here you can see the scary cube root down here. Okay, but you don't need to be scared. What you do is you try to simplify these things. Okay, so this is in this form. Okay, let's try to simplify this, like putting the same denominator in both the terms. So 343 minus 127. Okay, this can further simplify it. Okay, what it becomes is 216, and you all know that 216 is nothing but 6 whole cube, and 243 is not 343 is nothing but 7 whole cube. So if I have x plus y is whole cube and cube root, this is actually equal to x by y. That is why this thing is actually equal to 6 by 7. So let's see the problem number 12 here. Okay, a student was actually asked to divide a number by 6 and then add that number, add 12 to the quotient. Okay, first divide by 6 and then add 12 to the quotient. But he didn't do that. Okay, what he did was he messed it up, and what he did was he added 12, okay, to the number, and then divided it by 6. Okay. So what he got was, he got 112 as the answer. So let's find out what should have been the correct answer. Okay. He got the wrong answer. So let the number be x. So what he did was, he added 12. Okay. And then divided by 6. So he got 112. So what we can do is, x is equal to 112 into 6. Okay. Minus 12. So 112 into 6 is equal to 672. And then by subtracting 12 from it, what we are left with is 660. So the original number is what? 660 by 6. Okay. So what it will be equal to is 110 plus 12. That is 122. So this is the final answer. So last year, what my age was a perfect square number, and the next year it will be a cubic number. Okay. What is my present age? So this is a typical, actually kind of factual question. Okay. So the square number and a cubic number with a difference of only one number between them is actually 25 and 27. This is cubic, right? 3 is cube and this is square, 5 square. And they have only one number in between them, that is 26. So this is kind of factual question. So you can see it here. So 20 years or 26 years of present age. So present age 26. My last year was 25. That is square of 5. And which represents a perfect square, as 5 square is equal to 25. And the next year the age would be 27, which would be representing a cubic number, as 3's whole cube is actually equal to 27. Okay. So let's solve the problem number 4. If cube root of 3 power n is equal to 27, what is the value of n? So you can see right down here, 3 power n whole cube root is equal to 27. So 3 power n by 3 is actually equal to 3 power 3. So comparing these two, what we can see is n is equal to 1, not 1, 9. Okay. That is why 9 by 3 is equal to 3. Okay. So this is the final answer. So that's all for today. Thank you.